Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ahdurin region. I am your host, Ahdurin himself, back with another episode of the Ace Attorney series, Justice for All. That's right, it's a brand new game. This is part two of what is inevitably going to be as of the last game, at least 60 or 70 part series. Playlist in the description below if you haven't checked it out already. And while you're down there, leave likes, comments, all that sort of fun stuff that we have to do. Let's see what decisive evidence we have here. Also, I don't remember everything, and that's not me talking. That's Phoenix talking. More music! Sorry, I'm very hype about this. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. I've just convinced myself that we're gonna roll this. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. That's fun.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Well, that's joyful. That's photo number 2. But the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground.
But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine.
How do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine?
This is it. More cool music. I'm counting on you.
Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces.
Get in their faces and do what?
Because there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time.
Lie? But isn't the detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like the detective. This looks sort of like a scatterbrain.
It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Well, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Decisive evidence. Now, everybody, if you have just stumbled onto this series, you might not know that I am a fiend for dialogue. And so, for everything that we have here, we can go through and... Hold it. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. Which I didn't know. Keep pressing. Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. You have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you were saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that.
What?
I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down in my gut.
This is working remarkably well. Also, I've noticed that the exclamation points I think that used to exist is replaced with a green bar. I think that's one of the changes they made between Game 1 and Game 2. Now, you sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's... Oh, I almost got it. Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. It's not bad, isn't it? Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty hard. What? Mr. Write the culprit's name. Hold it. The culprit's name. Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name that of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Mackie, sir. Okie doke. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. It's got a point.
Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't harm me. I know the picture says Maggie, but...
When she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture.
That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence.
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. Let's check the court record again. This is the final one, right? You are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? There were scratches on his finger from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. What? Yeah, that makes sense. Pointer fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going.
But you're all pumped up, but...
I really want to see your special move, sir.
My what?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present evidence? Oh, that present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that.
Yes! The great Phoenix Wright is back! Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir.
Those profiles, huh? This is a new feature. Alright, let's give this another try. It was the fourth one, I think? Profiles are here. Let's see, we got Maggie Bird. My client, the only thing I recall, says policewoman. Victim, policeman, dating defendant. Prosecutor, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. And then detective at the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. Okay. I wonder, everybody, if you see what I see. Because I see the names not matching. This kind of feels like it's the thing. Objection! Wait a minute, hold up. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. I yelled at the top of my lungs, fingers outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. This must be the power that I hold. I am no longer a man. I am an attorney god. Or at least that was in the previous game. What a rush. Look at that. New music and everything. I'm gonna warn everybody. I'm gonna be saying this repeatedly throughout this game and every other game going forward. I apologize, but also I don't. So, here we go. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
But where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It's right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah!
It's like the bird caught the cat napping. Also, I apologize if I yelled. It's too loud. Well, what's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, right here, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. I-E? No, E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. I'm knocking over things on my table. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
Objection! Hold up, wait a minute, objection to that. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her. Actually, this isn't right. Mind you, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. That's what you just said. That's what you said. That was you. If they were truly lovers, it would have been impossible for him not to not known her name.
No! It's impossible. It's inconceivable. It's a thing.
This is very true. Mr. Payne,
Yes, Your Honor?
are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were, in fact, lovers?
Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's fine.
Dustin and Maggie.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage.
For 6 months? Alright.
The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, that sounds like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
We're getting to a groove of things now. Alright, Dustin and Maggie. Let's go through and, as usual, press on everything. Spam the press button. How do you know about this?
Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops.
I don't know what voice I'm going through anymore. This Gumshoe's voice is going all over the place.
Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off.
Yeah, close, I take it.
Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage.
I gotta press all the buttons. Marriage. Wasn't the victim 8 years older than her?
What? You saying a guy gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal?
No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe what? No, this is not Maya. Come on. Bird. Actor, royalty, that was what I was going with, right? Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? This fella has a ways to go before marriage.
Mind your own business, pal. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir.
I don't know why I couldn't press the button. The day of the incident. You mean September 6th?
Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day, and since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time.
Judge, you're married, you know that, right? That's a great honor. Glad you're in such a cheerful little... Come on, we'll go back to the... Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because, I'm her boss. Always gotta watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give us a present? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their...
I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Well, wait a second, why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty. I should have you arrested.
The good detective is about done here. Also, well, we all just gonna say it out loud? Okay, cool, that's fine. Something she had bought 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago.
Yup, she's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was his birthday present?
She got him a glove. A single glove. Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
Baseball glove. Let's press further. Let's go. Just now, I believe that you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
No, nothing like that, pal. And what is it like? You ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this custom-made glove is related to this custom-made case about the custom-madeness of the things that why are we talking about?
Yes, it would seem that there's little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Yeah. I don't know where this will lead me, but, why not? Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Phoenix, you don't have to go that far.
Yes! Bluffing to the max.
A Phoenix Wright staple. Bluffing to the max.
Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great.
Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. For like an entire video game. There's roughly a 70-plus part series somewhere on the Ahdurin Region channel that you could check out if you haven't already. Huh. If I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people on a 70-plus part channel... Alright, stop with that. I'm gonna stop with that. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with the case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? That's a pretty yellow glove. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. But you got the special order?
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, then it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. Oh, that's it. I think it took 2 episodes, but I finally got the voice. Writing on the ground is what we'll discuss next time. Gumshoe's testimony. Let's see if we can figure this out, because I think we're getting somewhere here, despite the fact that I don't know squat. Thanks so much for listening and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. All the stuff we do here on the Ahdurin Region channel. Is the outro different? Yes. Probably because I started different. Oh well, thanks for supporting, everyone. Until next time, next episode, take care.